Hi everybody, Shannon and Karen with Wandering Out Yonder. Today we are at Cowans Gap State Park. We are going to be taking the Horseshoe Trail, which is the one that it goes straight up the mountain. It's very, very steep. I think it's about a 1,300 foot elevation gain in over a half a mile.
I would say this is one of the steepest trails that Karen and I have probably ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And we did this when we first started hiking, and it really kicked our butts. So we're kind of anxious now that we have a little more experience.
Right,
to
and
see.
it was cold that time of year.
Yeah.
This is August.
Anyhow, we really like the trail. That's why we came back here. But anyhow, you can see this. We'll be taking that Horseshoe Trail up to the standing, what's it called? Standing Stone Trail?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's some lookouts and that sort of thing. It's really a nice, easy trail once you get up there, but it's a beautiful views and all of that.
Right,
So
we'll be walking right along the ridge, so stay tuned.
all right, so we picked up a map at the park office, and Shannon's going to show you
Right, so
what we're doing.
We're camping here, and we walked over. We're right here. We're going to be taking the Tuscarora Trail up to this Horseshoe Trail, and this, I mean, you can see, it says very steep, and they're not kidding. It is very steep. But then this here is just a beautiful trek along the ridge. A couple overlooks where you'll get to see the lake, and then you just come down the old CCC logging road.
We take the Lakeside Trail back to the campground. But you can see, here's the Tuscarora Trail right here in the blue. And it says right here, to the Appalachian Trail is 75 miles. So you can cut through here if you're trying to get to the Appalachian Trail, if you're on the Tuscarora Trail. Just thought I would mention that. All right. All right, so kind of when you're on this trail here at the park, it does run in front of the primitive walk-in sites over here to the left. So you will run past those, which is kind of neat. Like you can get to the trail just from the campsites over here. Those are all tenting walk-in campsites. They're pretty nice. Like I said, we did a video years ago, I think, when we came out here of this area, the camping area over here. Anyhow, I'm not sure if you want to go back to that or not, but yeah, it's a nice little park, nice campground. All right, so you can see they've done quite a bit of stone work through here. Must get a lot of water. Looks like a lot of runoff through here. All right, so the Standing Stone Trail, right? Is that what we're on right now, Shannon?
Tuscarora.
Or we're on the Tuscarora.
Yeah, we're heading up to the standing
Right,
stone.
which is a blue blaze. You can see the blaze ahead of you. Now we have reached the turn for the Horseshoe Trail, which goes up this ridge over here, and this is the butt kicker for us. So
it doesn't look intimidating, but it gets to the point where there were several areas I remember that you were looking at the trail.
Yeah.
It was that steep.
yeah, so we'll try to get some video of it. I'm sure we're going to be breathing pretty heavy, but yeah, we thought, well, we're going to try it again and see how we do. Right, Shannon?
Yep.
Right. All right, so trying to get some perspective here. If you look, this Horseshoe Trail, it just goes straight up. Now this is the easiest up of this section. We will hit a section where you're just kind of really, you're pretty close to the ground. You're kind of getting vertical with the ground. But yeah, this is just the beginning of it right here. And it pretty much starts out, you're just going up. And they tell you on their pamphlet here, this is the most difficult trail. And then unless you are an experienced hiker, you shouldn't do it. So, all right. Slow and steady.
Yeah. 30 seconds in, I'm already breathing heavy.
Yeah. Slow and steady.
Yeah, so we are going up there. Okay, so we just hit our first little patch of level ground. Karen says we've gone 1/10 of a mile. We are both breathing pretty heavy. It is, yeah, it is, let's see, it is 8:29. And I'm gonna say the sweatometer is rocking pretty good already this morning.
Yeah. Well, it's humid. It's not hot. It's humid. So we're sticky and sweaty. Ooh.
So we're going to be continuing up. Yeah. Yeah, now, like Karen said, you can cut across this road and it will hook you up with the, I think we're going to actually be walking on the other end of this logging road. That's the CCC road we'll be coming down. And it would cut off a large portion of it. However, up there is the ridge that you get the view on both sides of.
All right, so like if you look from here, if you come over here, you see the trail going up. That's like a wall right there of the ridge.
Yeah,
we will have to go up that.
Right. There is no way to point the camera that you can get an idea of how steep this is. All right, so Karen's coming up this, and this is what's next. Whew.
So there are a lot of trails that we know people intentionally do to get themselves in shape for a long distance trail, like the AT, the PCT, that sort of thing. This would be one I think that you would get a really good workout on if you consistently came out here and went up and down this trail. It's a real butt kicker, really works you out, especially your calves back here, really works those out.
Right, and part of the reason that we chose this trail was, you can see, Karen's got on her new shoes. I already got them pretty dirty. Yep. And we, like I said, or like Karen said, we have our collapsible trekking poles. Yeah. And we're trying out some of our new stuff here because
we're going to Mount Rainier.
We're going to Washington to do some hiking, right?
We're going to Olympic National Park as well in the Northern Cascades.
Right.
So we want to be fit enough to get out there and do some really cool hikes, not just the little easy ones.
And we're trying out some last minute additions to
our gear.
I guess our pack out. Yeah. We want to make sure that everything is good to go, that we are going to be comfortable and happy with what we choose to take to Washington.
All right, guys. So far, the trip up, it's been a butt kicker, but this is the real butt kicker right here. I don't know if you can see the incline here, but this is really, really steep through here. So we're getting ready to do the steepest part of this trail here at the end. Wish us luck.
Yeah, and if you recall back when at the beginning of the trail, I said there are some areas of the trail where you're kind of looking at the trail. This is that part. The closer to the top you get, the steeper this gets. Yeah, Karen said the more vertical you become. All right, here we go. All right, so Karen says we're hitting loose rock, so I'm gonna go ahead and use both hands. All right, so here's kind of what we were talking about. I am standing straight up on the trail, and my poles are extended out from my shoulder. That's how much distance there is between my shoulder and the ground right now. That is how steep this trail is.
It's hard to fathom unless you're out here, but yeah, it's pretty steep.
Woo! Yep,
Yikes.
we just came up that.
Yeah.
We're hoping that the top is soon near.
So we're almost to the top. And you can tell because although the trail is still going up, not nearly as treacherous, not nearly as vertical as it was, right, Shannon? Yeah, less rocky, a little less scary. I mean, there were some sections down here, seriously, were pretty washed out. Logs over the trail, so forth and so on. Lost my footing a few times, but yeah, getting a little bit easier. All right, Shannon, you there? She's at the top. All right, so we have finally reached the top of the Horseshoe Trail. Oh my gosh.
What a Horseshoe Trail.
We'll be going left here. Oh my goodness. Standing stone trail. Wraps around this ridge, back down the ridge over here to the left to the lake. So,
Here's your reference point.
okay. There you go. There you go. That's where we're at. Looks like an orange blaze. Whew. No joke. When they say that this trail is difficult, it is.
Yeah, the
And
very steep.
It's
Probably
very,
should have had a few more berries in front of it.
yeah. Because, well, the other issue with this trail is there's a lot, you can tell there's a lot of runoff that goes through it. So there's like little gullies and places that, for me, it was too steep. Like the gully was as deep as my waist on the trail that had gotten washed out. So I had to figure out a way to either pull myself up or get around that. So yeah, it made it quite a bit more challenging. I mean, I'm proud of us. I'm glad we did it.
Oh yeah, we knew that we would do it.
We always get a sense of accomplishment when we do a butt kicker.
Yeah, and this
when we do it.
Was a butt kicker, and again, it's August. It's PA. It is 9:17 in the morning, but it is
Very
beyond humid. Yeah, I couldn't even wear my glasses on the way up. You can see, still fogged up.
Mine are all fogged up too.
Yeah, the sweatometer.
Yeah, Shannon, what's the sweatometer today?
Well, my rag that I keep wiping my face with is soaked, so I'm gonna say it's a hard 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always wear this one around here.
Yeah, I've
Keeps
got
the sweat from
right.
coming down in my eyes, but it's still like it's seeping through, and I'm still fogging up terribly.
The sweat was
And it's
dripping
just
off our
dripping off my
noses.
nose.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah. So,
but
yes.
again, it's something that we enjoy. Okay,
Right.
I know some people are like, "What? Why would you enjoy that?"
Right.
Well, we do. It's a challenge. We consider it a challenge. So
Right.
if we can do that, then we're good.
Right. I always judge a hike by saying if I don't hate my life a little bit at some point during the hike, I don't feel like it was a hike. It was a walk.
Now, for anybody coming out here doing this trail, you can do it the other way. You can go the easy way, but it's a very steady, I think, 3-mile incline to this point.
Right.
But you have to go down that, and I would never ever recommend
No, either
going
bring
down
a
that.
sled or a parachute.
Yes.
Because there's no way. I don't think that with your momentum and your body weight.
You'd be sliding down on your butt quite a bit.
Yeah, it's dust. There's a lot of dust on it. There's a lot of pine needles
A lot
on
of
it.
loose rocks.
Right. So it's slippy.
Right.
And there were areas where we were also having to use our hands to grab. Yeah,
We did. We did have to do that. But if you are fit and you feel like you would like to do this trail, it's a good challenging trail. It's a good workout. If you're trying to get yourself in shape for something, this is a good trail for that. But anyhow, we're going to continue on.
Because there are views.
Yeah.
Views
And
upon
the rest
views.
of the trail is fantastic. And if any of you know Shannon and I, when we do these kinds of trails like chimney walks or some of the other ones that we do, we always start out with the incline. We like to get that over with first and then just do the rest of the trail and enjoy it. And like this trail meanders down, I think about 2.5 or 3 miles around.
Yep.
Nice views, and it's just a nice hike the rest of the way. All right, so Shannon and I decided now that we're at the top, it's snack time, and we're going to replenish our electrolytes. So I have these Noons hydration tablets. This one is the wild berry This has the caffeine in it, which I sometimes like. It kind of gives me a little kick when I need it. So we're going to put one of these in our water. You got yours, Shannon?
I do, yep.
And we're going to have some nuts and then move on. Right?
Yep.
Right. So we got the butt kicking part out of the way, and now we get to have fun. So
let's do it.
Right.
So we are walking pretty much along the ridge right now. We got views on that side, kind of views on that side, and we keep stopping and looking because we think we're hearing cows. Not the normal sounds of the forest. On top of, Karen is being gracious and going through and getting all the spider webs this morning. Thank you for being the silk blazer, Karen. So this part of the trail is kind of reminding me of White Rocks. The way you go across these. Alright, so there are views over there, and it just dawned on me that the first time that we did this trail, it was definitely winter. Either midwinter, early spring. There were no leaves. So we had a lot more views then than we do now. Right now, we're not checking out the views because we are watching where we step, because this is exactly where we would expect to see a lot of snakes. So.
All right, so this trail is at the absolute top of this ridge. That's what if you look over here, it's straight down. Say straight down. And then to my left is straight down. So that's what you're doing. You get to the top of this ridge through here, and that's what you're walking across. There's nothing but a ridge line. Rocky ridge line. All right, so we get to see finally one of the views.
This is what I remember.
Ooh, look at that, everybody. Gorgeous. One of the reasons we do what we do. See these beautiful views.
We seriously are on the top of the world right now.
Yeah. All right, so again, we're on the top of this ridge. One way or the other, it's nothing but downhill. That way, downhill. And this way is nothing but downhill. And that's what we're climbing across here. It's this giant ridge. So, but this is the beautiful view we've just stopped at.
This makes you forget about the hill or the mountain that you just climbed.
Yeah, you forget about it when you get to see cool stuff.
So we just came across one of these. Yeah. It's pretty beat up. It's kind of hard to read.
We're pretty sure that's a 1942 date right there.
Yep.
And the elevation at this particular point is 1,980 feet.
Or vice versa.
No, I think that's correct. That's from what I saw on the state park map. That's kind of where we're at.
Okay, very cool.
In elevation up here.
We always like to find these, and if you're not paying attention, you walk right by them.
Yeah.
Very cool. But we are coming up. Karen just said we're coming up. You can see way down there. There's a sign of some sort. So, yeah, we think we're coming to the nice, open, wide logging road. So, which will be easy peasy from here on out.
All right, so we've made it down to what's called the Knobsville Road, and it takes you back down to the park. And along the way, we're going to be going down this way, are a couple of different overlooks. So we'll share this when we get down there with you. The dam is down there. Anyhow, this is where we're at now, on the top of this ridge. And I'm guessing that this is a old logging road. Maybe they use it for emergency use now. So we made it to one of the overlooks. This one was put here in 1977. But that is the lake below, the state park. So we've kind of wrapped around right now. We're going to continue going down and check out the next view. I think there's one more down this way that we're going to be looking at. All right, so at the turn of this trail, there's some of the remnants from the CCC era, an incinerator. So this was once an incinerator. You could probably walk out there and see all kinds of remnants from that era. All right, so we're getting close to the bottom. You can tell it's graveling. They're graveling it out down through here. This is the south logging road to the left. That is a bit of a trail that you can go on. It's basically a logging road. Looks like you can ride a bike on it. But we're going to continue down. Like I said, it's graveled out now, so I'm pretty sure we're getting to the bottom. And I think this dumps you out right at the bottom at the lake area. And you can catch the Lakeside Trail. And that's probably what we'll do, is catch that and start meandering back around towards the campground. So we are down at the bottom, and this is the Lakeside Trail right here. Not sure what that is over there. Anyway, we're going to go this way and find a little spot to have lunch. But this trail takes you all around the lake. So, and this Lakeside Trail is about 1.5 miles around. It's a real easy trail. So if you want to get out and stretch your legs, if you're staying here, this is a good one to go on. No incline or anything like that. And it meanders around the lake. So lots of pretty little spots to stop and enjoy the lake through here. Like little docks that you can moor your boat, sit and fish, or just sit and relax. I see a lot of people out here kayaking, enjoying this today.
All right, so we stopped for lunch down here at the lake. What you got, Karen?
Tuna.
We got ourselves some tuna packs. And Karen got us some peaches. I'm gonna be trying these. Found these at Aldi's. I'm curious to see if we like them, because these will be great for in the van, hiking, Mondays, whatever. All right, so we are going to try the fiery hot 3-pepper sucker punch pickles.
We are not.
We, I guess, are not. I guess I am trying them. Karen's not a spicy person. We'll see how it is here.
Butterfly.
They're good. They taste very fresh. I'm not picking up on a whole lot of heat though, but yeah, these will be good. We'll be getting more of these.
right, everybody, thanks for joining us today as we went wandering out yonder here in Cowans Gap State Park. Again, we're on the Lakeside Trail right now, heading back to Fran.
Yes.
And planning on enjoying the evening, reading some books about Mount Rainier trails, I think.
Yep, that's the plan, and we're hoping to make some decisions on what it is that we want to do in Rainier, and just kind of relax. Karen and I are going to do something that we normally don't do. Not a whole lot of anything.
Nope.
So that's the plan for the rest of the afternoon.
All right, guys, we will see you later. Bye.